What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Glaze.
Man, it's your boy Maceo Hurt.
Man, you know what it is. Another Crush Top 5. Where we at, Mace?
RAPstation.com, baby. Let's go.
Man, let's go. You know how it goes. I got the defense.
I got the offense.
Top 5 countdown. Superlatives for this week in the NFL. Go ahead and kick it off, Maceo.
Hey, man, number 5 for me. LeGarrette Blount, running back for the New England Patriots. The big bruising running back. He plowed through the San Francisco 49ers defense. 124 yards, 19 carries, man. This guy averaged 6.5 yards a carry.
He killed him at the end.
Always good to give Tom Brady a break from throwing the football 75 times. LeGarrette Blount.
If you can do that, man, it's going to be hard to beat New England.
Hard to beat New England, man, when they running the ball with that big bruising running back that they have back there.
Man, it's going to be hard to beat. This one, number 5, Luke Kuechly. He had 14 tackles, 8 solo. But we all saw what happened to Luke after the game. He had that concussion, and he kind of was out there. But for him to have 14 tackles before he left, he was on a 20-tackle game. But Luke, get healthy, man. You know, hate to see you go out being carted off, man. Concussion is no joke, man.
Not at all. Not at all.
Concussion is no joke.
Not at all.
So, what you got for number 4, man?
Hey, man, number 4, Dak Prescott.
Whoa.
Quarterback for America's team, everybody, the Dallas Cowboys. Every challenge that has been placed in front of this guy, he continues to just blow those obstacles away. We kept hearing about this vaunted Baltimore Ravens defense. All Dak did was go 27-36, 301 yards, 3 touchdowns. Definitely a rookie of the year. Let's start talking about Dak as the MVP of the league. How about them Cowboys?
Can't hate.
I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that.
Hey, man, number 4 for me is Xavier Rhodes, man, cornerback out of Minnesota. He had only 3 tackles, but here's what he did. He had 2 INTs, and he took one
to the house. Take it to the house.
For the Minnesota beat Arizona 30-24, man. Hey, some games you just need help on defense. When your offense ain't playing the way it should, defense got to sometimes help you out.
When you can get a defensive score, makes life easy for you.
I mean, that's the difference in the game. 30-24. That was it. That defensive score, man. So, Xavier Rhodes, you're number 4. What you got for number 3, dog?
At number 3, this is a name that you don't hear a lot at all. Pierre Garçon.
Wow.
Washington Redskins wide receiver.
Wow, where he been?
This guy has been MIA since he signed in Chocolate City.
He sure is.
Big impact on Sunday's game. 6 catches, 116 yards. Had a 70-yard touchdown. That always helps. Versus the Green Bay Packers.
Pierre, where you been, man?
Hey, man, do your dance, Pierre. Or is that Victor Cruz? They got about similar dance. Pierre Garçon, welcome back. Where they at, though?
Number 3 for me is Stephon Truitt. Defensive end out of Pittsburgh. He had 6 tackles, 2.5 sacks. But you beat Cleveland, so that's why he ain't getting the top 2, man. You beat Cleveland Brown. I mean, they're professionals, but you beat up on your little brother. So
yeah, it's pretty bad.
24-9 win over Cleveland.
It's pretty bad.
Stephon Truitt, you're number 3, man. Man, who you got number 2, dog?
Hey, man, at number 2, Le'Veon Bell. Pittsburgh still a running back, man. Juice, as they call him, ran for 146 yards on 28 carries and a touchdown against the Cleveland Browns.
Right, man.
Average 5.2 yards a carry. Still trying to make a playoff push, and they need Juice to pave the way.
He's going to be a big part of it.
They need Juice to produce.
He's going to be a part of it. You know what, man? Some guys, you just, every week you seeing them playing, and what Jason Pierre-Paul doing is my number 2, man. Talking about comeback. He might be comeback player of the year, man.
1.5 hands.
And he's doing it, man. He had 5 tackles, 2.5 sacks, and a forced fumble in a 22-16 win over Chicago. You realize this guy is, think about you not having two of your fingers.
You missing a lot of digits.
And he's still bringing it like that off that corner, man. Jason Pierre, hey, man, do your thing. Bro.
Salute.
And who's your number 1 player, Maceo?
You like that? You like that? Number 1 for me is Kirk Cousins. Washington Redskins quarterback. You like that? Hey, he picked the Green Bay Packers defense apart.
He sure did.
21-30, 375 yards and 3 touchdowns. Dan Snyder, I think it's time to pay the man.
Get you a quarterback.
Give him that long-term deal. He's on a 1-year, $19.9 million deal. He's franchised, which is not bad money. He's your guy.
Get the man in.
He's your guy.
So make sure we talk about all the time. How hard is it to get quarterbacks and have a good quarterback in the NFL?
This is what's funny, Glaze. Remember when they drafted him after drafting RG3?
Yeah.
How smart does this pick look now?
He was the 4th round. Everybody like, wow, they must don't have.
Why are we taking 2 quarterbacks?
Hey, how you like that?
You like that?
Yeah. My number 1 man, Bobby. He's always seemed to be on here a lot. Bobby Wagner, linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks.
Bobby Wagner's starting to scare me.
15 tackles and 1 sack. He's got to be. Everybody talking about Kuechly. He's about to be one of the most impressive linebacker in the league, right?
Without a doubt.
Because he's sideline to sideline. He can play coverage.
Very athletic.
Sacks.
Yeah.
This guy is quietly becoming the best linebacker in the league, and he got paid for it. He one of the few that got the check.
Yeah.
And the check didn't mess with him.
Yeah.
The check actually pushes him. It looks like. And he in Philadelphia 26-15, they beat Philadelphia 26-15 Seattle. Hey man, Bobby Wagner, you showing up on my list a lot these weeks, man. So, man, you ready to do a little really real quick, man?
We have to do it.
Really? Well, we're gonna question the intelligence of some of our sports brethren out there. So go ahead, make sure you bet, man.
So this is sports related.
Right.
But my really is going to a Bow Wow.
What do you do?
So, Bow Wow, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to use Google, all of these, the internet. It's important to use these resources. So, Bow Wow gets to stunting and popping on Twitter, Instagram, talking about he's on his way to the Falcon game. He has a suite. He's finna set it out.
Is he?
It's one problem. The Falcons were on a bye week.
He was off this week.
And everybody know they was on the bye week.
So he flawless.
Bow Wow. It ain't that hard, man.
So we got internet, phone. You got all that.
You have NFL.com. You have ESPN. You say you're a sports guy, Bow Wow.
AtlantaFalcons.com.
You say you're an Atlanta Falcon fan. How you don't know your team off?
How you gonna floss on a bye week? Of course, you might have got a suite this time because nobody playing. You might have got a suite.
Like, Bow Wow, who not gonna know that the Falcons were off? Really, Bow Wow? Really?
My really, man. Okay, Maceo. If you had one job, wouldn't you work hard to make sure your job is done right?
I would.
How in the heck we had 12 missed extra points this weekend, kickers? Really, kickers?
Y'all wanted parity. Excuse me, not parity. Y'all wanted to make the field goal a challenging thing. Kickers are getting fired now.
Well, here's the thing, Maceo. Kickers always tell us they football players, right?
They got one job.
They tell us, hey, we matter. We are football players.
Kicking matters.
So you ain't got to tackle nobody. You ain't got to go do tackling drills. You ain't really got to do conditioning. You should.
You really don't have to wear shoulder pads.
You don't. You got no pads in your pants.
You can go back to the one-bar face mask.
You can do everything. But the one job we ask you to do is put it between those uprights.
That's all.
12 missed extra. I heard more excuses. It was the wind. I don't care. I pay you. And they 6 figures at least.
Make good money. And you can kick for 20 years.
And there's only 32 of y'all. So that means y'all the best of the best. Is it 30 or 32? I think it's 30.
It's 32.
32 teams. There's only 32 kickers, man. So out of all the kickers that's ever kicked in the United States, 32 of y'all got a job.
Those are facts.
32 kickers. So you did the supreme kickers. Everybody go out there and say they kick a field goal. Batman kicked one this weekend. You saw that?
Yeah.
He kicked the extra point. Went right down the pipe.
He ain't get enough height.
No, he didn't.
They would have got blocked if the line had been out there.
But still, he probably did that in a bat suit, Maceo.
He did it in a bat suit and a cape.
He was in a bat suit and a cape and kicked the extra point.
Really kickers.
You got one job. Maceo, they got the smallest pads. They got no pads in the pants.
One job.
And you don't really. So while everybody else out there hitting, knocking themselves out, trying to learn plays, you ain't even got to learn a play.
One job.
Your play is 7 yards, kick it through them, go.
One job.
We can't end like that, man.
One job.
All right, man, we got to do some That's What I'm talking about, because we got to talk about some good in sports before we let it. Because it's Thanksgiving weekend. We got to do it, man. What you got, Mason?
Hey, man, so Cam Newton. Yes, we talk about his dress code. We talk about his post-game press conferences. We talk about his hats. The one thing we can't talk about when it comes to Cam Newton, his love for these kids.
Right.
Cam held his annual Thanksgiving gift back in Charlotte, North Carolina. Fed over 1,000 families, man. Families were fed a catered meal and were sent home with multiple bags of groceries and a turkey. Cam Newton.
His love for kids is not even.
That's what I'm talking about. And I say this all the time. He don't fool with y'all adults a whole lot.
He don't like the media.
But these kids,
He love the kids.
he go hard for these kids. Go look up the Cam Newton Foundation and look at all the stuff he does for these kids year round. Cam Newton, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, man, for us, there's a special guy in the city of Atlanta. If you ever been to an Atlanta Braves game or any game, Georgia Tech, Atlanta Falcons, there's a guy by the name of Walter Banks who's been an usher in this city since 1965. He's actually got a suite named after him in the old Braves Stadium. And here's what the Braves going to do for him. In order for him to make, when they move to their new stadium out here in Cobb County, Georgia, called SunTrust Bank Stadium, they're going to pick him up every game with an Uber to make sure he gets to and from the game every game safely.
Doing something here without you. You're a very special guy in the world of the Atlanta Braves, and we have a surprise for you today. And the surprise, Mr. Luke Markland with Uber is here to give you a little good news.
Walter, want to let you know, as a proud partner with the Atlanta Braves, Uber is going to provide you free rides to and from SunTrust Park for all of the 2017 home games for this Braves inaugural season.
But that's not just a weekend.
Every game this season.
I need to go hang out with Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
So I can get a ride because that traffic.
We do need to talk.
Yeah, we need to talk to Mr.
I
Banks.
think he got us too. He said he got us. But that's the thing, man. This guy is so special. He's special to our show. He's a friend of the show. And Mr. Walter Banks has been doing this since 1965, people. He rarely missed a game. He does it for the Braves, the Falcons, Georgia Tech, wherever they need him. You can see him almost at any place. And he's still, and if you ever get a chance to look him up, Mr. Walter Banks, one of the most phenomenal number guys you'll ever meet. That's what I'm talking about, Braves. I ain't really too keen with this move to Cobb County, but you doing this, you just kind of help to make us smile a little bit. So. And that's our show for this week, man. You can catch us every Friday right here on RAPstation.com at 10 p.m. Where else can they find us at, Maceo?
So we're the easiest show to get in contact with, and we're the easiest show to find. Instagram, The Crush Sports Talk. Twitter, The Crush Sports Talk. Facebook, The Crush Sports Talk. Holla at your boys.
Holla at your boys, man. And I know Thanksgiving week, be thankful, hang out with your family, but boy, is football going to be on point this week, man. So,
It's not Thanksgiving without the Dallas Cowboys.
there you go. Also, man, all you college fans, that's what you wait for. We'll see it. So enjoy it, man. Enjoy your family. We'll see you next week. Peace.